I think we live. I think we live. What's happening, family? What's happening, family? What's up, TikTok? What's up, actual YouTube? What's up, IG? What's up, social media? But more importantly, what's up, OBG? What's up, OBG, the #1 trading community in North of America, helping people have better relationships with money all the way around the board. All the way around the board. Let me get myself situated over here. We got to charge my light up. Oh, I didn't drop my bad. My bad. There we go. We in there like swimwear right now. Y'all tap that screen. Tap that screen over here on TikTok. We're going to show you guys some love. Today is going to be a very important mindset for a lot of individuals. It's going to be a very important mindset for a lot of individuals to understand, like, why you're not winning, why you're not consistent, what is holding you back in this journey of being a successful day trader. I have an actual, not necessarily a secret, I would say a solution. I would say solution to anybody who is struggling with consistently winning. And the name of this live is literally, wealth is built off wisdom. And a lot of you guys don't understand that. And what I mean by that is wealth doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen rapidly. And a lot of people don't understand that thought process. I'm amazing. I'm amazing, you know. I'm amazing. You see how gold flew up? You see how gold flew up? I should have held that 33.52. I took my little 3%. And jumped off. I took my little 3% on the Sunday and jumped off. Y'all tap that screen as we come in here. Like I said, this live is going to be very, very important for those who are interested in growing, those who are interested in understanding why they're not successful, those who are interested in understanding why you struggle with discipline, but you're disciplined in so many other areas. This is going to be an amazing mindset for those who understand the process of starting small, but consistently thinking big. What up, Anthony? What up, Brooklyn? What up, Denara? How y'all doing? As you guys come into this live, make sure you click that thumbs up. Don't be the individuals that is left out and not clicking the thumbs up when you know damn well that's the first thing you should do when you get into this live. 5 years into educating you guys, 5 years into giving you guys mindset. And I have to tell you guys to hit the thumbs up every day. That's one reason why your ass ain't consistent. That's one reason why your ass ain't winning. What up, Max Swag? It's just that simple. And this mindset today is going to be to to literally dive in on these little bitty things like this. What up, baby? We got wifey in the building. What's happening? So one thing I've learned in this industry that I'm actually going through, and I consistently go through because as an educator, is the difference between growing small accounts to having access to a funded account. Y'all put some 8s in the chat if y'all would like to understand this mindset. Put some 8s in the chat if you would like to understand why you should prioritize growing your own capital versus going towards the hedge funds capital. I'm going to make a statement and then we're going to go into this mindset. I'm going to make a hell of a statement and then we're going to go into this mindset. There's a saying, if you can't grow a dime, you can't manage a dollar. Ooh, let me say that again. If you can't grow a dime, that means you can't manage a dollar. Put some fire in the chat if you understand that statement. If you can't manage a dime, you can't even manage a dollar. If you can't grow a dime, that means you can't grow a dollar. So therefore, this mindset today is going to be for you to understand the importance of flipping your own money. And a lot of you guys ain't got a lot of money. So if you ain't got a lot of money, you need to learn how to flip what you got. Because if you learn how to flip what you got, there's several things that are going to come about this. The main reason why most people go towards funded accounts is because you think you're going to be able to hide your habits. You think you're going to be in an organization like OBG, which is the #1 trading organization, and piggyback off of signals and pass a funded account and then consistently withdraw from that account. Very seldomly does this happen. For the people that are on TikTok that are actually trading funded accounts, I'm here to tell you the money that you spend on purchasing that account is highly disrespectful to your journey for the simple fact it exposes your habits. It already shows you that you have a horrible spending habit because you're spending money to make money versus taking the money and flipping the money. Man, not only do small accounts expose your habits, but it also teaches you how to learn the actual respect of risk management. It also teaches you how to be more patient and maximize your precision in your entry. Because when you got small accounts, you can't afford to split your lot size. You can't afford to flip your lot size. So when you have a bad entry, you got to go through the drawdown and you have to see that trade through. Y'all put some 8s in the chat if y'all with me right now. Y'all put some 8s in the chat if y'all with me right now, because there's a major thing that has to happen. When you start going into like large funds, there must be consistency. There must be discipline. There must be a proven system that you're following to be able to trick the hedge funds. I don't know if you guys don't know this, but hedge funds don't make money by you passing. They make money by you failing. I remember being in the gym business, and I had 2 international kickboxing gyms, and I realized I only made money when people paid the yearly membership and never showed up. Y'all should be sharing this live on TikTok. Y'all should be sharing that live on TikTok, because there's so much power in flipping your own capital. Not only is there so much power in flipping your own capital, because guess what it builds immediately? Guess what it builds immediately, which is the number one problem that new traders have and advanced traders have as they're growing through their actual journey of becoming a consistent, profitable day trader. Having your own money, flipping your own money immediately gives you the ability to obtain emotional control. Ooh. Your money, your mistakes, your lessons. Let me say it again. Your money, your mistakes, your lesson. It teaches you how to literally wait for proper entry price. I don't know how else to tell you guys. It teaches you also proper exit timing. So you already know, like, yo, I can only be in here for literally 2 to 3% because what I'm willing to risk versus what I'm trying to get, there's not enough room and margins for error for me to be optimistic. So my precision is on point. My exit is on point. The risk management immediately start clicking in. Because I guarantee you, when you have a baby, if you think it's gonna sprinkle outside, you don't even go outside. You go, oh my God, I don't even want to risk my baby getting an ear infection. Where my mama's at? Where my mama's at? Put some 8s in the chat if y'all understand what I'm telling y'all. See, when the motherly instinct and the fatherly instinct kicks in, risk management is immediately there. Oh, it's raining. My baby can't go outside. Oh, it's this, so we're not doing that. Oh, this is that, so we're not doing that. Oh, that neighborhood is like this. We're not doing that. You park your car in an area where you know there is not safe. You make sure you hit that alarm. Bloop, 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 bloop. You hit that 4 or 5 times. So you understand risk management. It's just funny how when it comes to day trading, all of a sudden risk management just went out the door. And let me tell you why. It's because you're thinking big with small capital versus looking yourself in the mirror and understanding that I don't mind thinking big, but let me start small. Because that $88 account that I showed you guys that I started like almost 2 weeks and a half ago is sitting at $500 on the dot. Yo, Patrice, what was that percentage of growth that you told me in 3 weeks there was? $483? Was that 483% growth? Can somebody please tell me where you're going to get this 400% growth at? You got to do it. You have to do it. And this is what I'm here to tell you guys, because a lot of you guys are literally disrespecting the process of becoming a proven trader. So if I just give Alex as an example, you guys are seeing Alex holding the championship belt of being the number one trader in the industry. I remember when he first started. I remember the Alex with very little capital. I remember the Alex staying in an apartment in his sister's apartment with his family living in one room. I remember that Alex. And then I remember when he made the switch, and I remember when the income and the capital came in, and he said, yo, Brody, it's over now. I got capital. It has a different mindset because a lot of you guys, and see, I come from most of my money, my big lump sum money come from the streets. And then it came from business. But the mentality from the streets I brought into business, and then I switched my products. So one thing in the street, we always say, you can't rent respect. You can't rent trust. You can't rent loyalty. You can't rent consistency. You can't rent it. You got to earn that shit. You understand that? Like, you got to earn confidence, because this is what most beginner traders are missing when they go get those hedge funds account. You guys don't have the confidence. And when you don't have the confidence, you're not going to have the consistency. And if you don't have the consistency, you're not going to have the discipline. And if you don't have the discipline, you're going to have horse blinders on to the actual risk that is going to make you blow your fucking account. People say, I don't understand why I blew it. I don't understand. Let me tell you why you don't understand. Because as a beginner, funded challenges have rules, regulations, and limits that you're mentally and emotionally and physically not prepared for. Why are you not prepared for it? Because you haven't been through the journey. You're trying to literally blast off to being a profitable trader by having a whole bunch of money when you ain't never had access to that money. Y'all put some fire in the chat if y'all understand what I'm telling you. But people are like, but yo, Mr. Holistic, they passed it. I can hit the two phases. That's the optimistic. I can't even say it. The optimistic. That's the being optimistic. Optimisticism. I think that's the word. I think that's the word I'm trying to say. I'm trying to use a big ass word. It's like how you get optimistic when you're in the drawdown. Oh, it's going to come back. Oh, it's going to come back. Oh, it's going to flip. Oh, versus sticking to your rules. Like, I don't know if you guys don't understand that. Like you get optimistic when these things start happening. Now I got 100,000. But your drawdown is only like 3%. So therefore, you don't have 100,000. You got like 5,000. So you have to play that account like 5,000. And imagine when you have access to a $100,000 funded account, but only have real access to the 5,000 worth of rules, regulations, and limits, and you not understand that. Optimism. Yes, optimism. Appreciate you, Bernard. Assalamu alaikum. Optimism. I was you know, that countryness was coming in me. I couldn't get that shit off the tongue. I was like, optical, mystical, cold. I know it's something in the Webster, somewhere, somehow. Do you guys understand what I'm telling you? You got to earn your confidence. You got to earn that shit, because when you get these big ass challenges and you haven't built and earned confidence, you're not going to be able to pass them. You're not going to be able to pass them. And let me also tell you why most new traders fail is because the lack of actual patience. The only way you're going to gain patience is understanding that you started with small and grew it to big. You took pennies and you went into dollars. And I'm telling you, by growing a small account, it rejuvenates all of these old habits that basically ventures off as you become more profitable, as you start winning. And let me tell you, having access to an organization like OBG could be a blessing and a curse for people who have lack of proper risk management. It could be a blessing and a curse, because you can show up for an open bail, blindly press the button, and make $3,000. Sometimes that is the reason why most people are not successful. Let me say that again. Most new traders fail because of the actual mindset and lack of patience. Sometimes the worst thing that can happen is a new trader jump on an open bail call, get fed a fish, and get $3,000 from that fish. And now that trader no longer thinks small. He's only thinking big, and his personal capital does not match up. His personal trading habits does not match up. His personal discipline does not match up, which leads into over trading, over leveraging, being optimism while in the drawdown, and not understanding the risk management. Because what happens is when you start making fucking money, you put horse blinders on and you can't see the risk management anymore. You can't see the risk. You go, oh, there's a 3 white shoulder pattern on the 5 minutes. Let me take it. Oh, there's a rejection on the 1 hour. Let me take it. But you forget to check off your trading routine. You forget to do what got you there. And that's why it's highly important to understand, if you build consistency, if you master your emotion, you're already proving yourself that you can manage your own capital. This is the most important thing that I'm telling you guys. In order to overcome the lack of emotional control, is because you lack to manage your own capital. And then when you start managing capital that you know you don't have access to, it makes you nervous. It makes you fucking get anxiety. It makes you start understanding that, like, yo, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I need to pass this challenge, and I need to make the withdrawal. There's nothing is guaranteed that once you pass that you're going to make a withdrawal. Because the minute you pass it and go live, you know how many people I've seen pass a challenge and then blow it within 2 days? Y'all put some fire in the chat if y'all passed the challenge, blew the challenge, got to the second phase, blew it. Like, how many times have this happened where you're going, man, let me do it one more time. Man, let me do it one more time. Let me do it one more time. Some of y'all spending 300, 500, 600, 200, 300, 500, 1,000, 800. When all you had to do was just take that little funk ass $100 that you had versus spending it at the gas station, versus spending it in Walmart, versus spending it in CVS, versus buying shit on Amazon, versus upgrading apps and shit on your phone. Take that $100, throw it in your broker, and start flipping micro mini lots till you're able to take 2 sizes. A 0.01, and then all of a sudden I done grow that $100. Now that $100 is like 150, it's like 185. The minute I get it to 200, I'm able to take 2 entries. I'm able to take 2 0.02s at that point, a 0.01 and then a 0.02, which gives me like a 0.03 to a 0.04 in the market, which now if I'm trading gold, I done went from literally moving from dollars to $4 at a time. And if I'm averaging between 60 to 100 pips, that's $40 to $60 at a time. And if I'm trading 3-4 times, y'all not following me. Y'all not understand me, because you got to understand the reason why we're the #1 trading organization in the globe is because there's no shortcuts in mentorship. There's no shortcuts in mentorship. And let me tell you, who is your mentor? You are your mentor. I'm your leader. I'm your educator. You yourself is your mentor, because when you look yourself in the mirror, you yourself have to tell yourself, yo, we got this shit today. You know what I do? I like people say, oh man, you be my mentor, be my mentor. Why do I need to be your mentor? Fuck, I'm busy mentoring myself. Do you know how hard it is to get up and just lead people? That takes private mentorship. To say, bro, you have to be consistent. You have to show up. Not only do you have to show up, but you have to use the gift that God has gave you and pierce the ears of the people so they can understand that they don't have to go down the same journey that you have been down and others have been down, for the lack of respect of understanding that they have capital. They're just being disrespectful with it and trying to buy more capital when they lack consistency, they lack discipline, they lack emotional control, and you lack the actual respect of positions, exits, and risk management. Somebody just said on TikTok, it's all about patience and understanding. Amen. But do you know how hard it is for an individual who is looking for an up, who is looking for an opportunity, who is looking for a door to open, who needs capital, and using this as their actual exit plan of their job to understand patience and understanding? What I never understood is traders who basically come into the industry working a 9 to 5 for 20 plus years, making $25 an hour, see $25 in a trade and won't take it. Do you understand how disrespectful that is to the $25? I don't know if you guys don't understand that. I know new traders coming in from their industry, from their career, working 15, 20 years, making $25 an hour, see 25 on a 15-minute scout and won't fucking take it. So rude, so disrespectful. Shame yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Because when you want to win faster, I say, start mentoring yourself. And how do you mentor yourself? What do I mean by you're your own mentor? You have to tell yourself, yo, Mr. Holistic has a 94 winning percentage when he's teaching live. Let me make sure I get on his classes. Oh, my schedule is tight. Oh, my job, this. What's more important? Where's your passion? What do you want to do more? You want to be stuck on that 9 to 5, or you want to be a successful day trader and have your own access to your own actual ability to create your own income? You want to scale yourself up, or you want to consistently keep clocking in for the money? You want to keep exchanging time for money, or you want to have your money to make you money? You need to tell yourself that and put yourself in the right position so you're able to succeed in that. I'm just saying. So when people start saying, man, I want to make money, going and getting an actual funded account is not the solution. That's not the solution. Get next to people who are understanding and succeeding in the industry that you're in, and then mimic them. And mimic them until those habits become your own habits. Man, I'm telling you facts. I'm telling you, because what self-mentorship does, it does what this YouTube channel can't do. You understand that? I can only do so much. I'm probably the realest YouTuber on here because the only reason why I get on here is because people think, oh man, I can just get on YouTube University and learn. I have people subscribe to my channel and still fucking losing. You know why? Because you're not in our community. So when I'm talking about something in the financial market just for an hour, and then it plays out 2 hours ago, I start talking to the community about, I don't like that zone anymore that I gave at 4 a.m. I want to push it back a little bit. In fact, I don't like it at all. The hell with the whole zone. Let's let the market manage it itself. And then I get people DM me, man, I fucking lost my ass on that trade. Well, that's why you should be trying to make money for YouTube. You should be trying to learn from YouTube. You should be getting me these nuggets that I'm giving from YouTube and create better habits for yourself. This is the facts. People try to get over and get easy. Well, you know what? Since Mr. H is he teaching on YouTube, that means I don't need to pay iGenius no more. I could just go over there and just see Mr. H class, trade with Mr. H, and then go from there. Now you're cheating yourself. Now you're trying to be sneaky. You see? Now you're trying to be sneaky. Now you're trying to use versus give your. Oh, come on now. I ain't even finna get into it. You're gonna have to hold yourself accountable. You're going to have to hold yourself accountable. You're going to have to clear some structure. You're going to have to create some structure and have it like detailed clarity. Like when I'm on this small account, I have detailed clarity on what I'm trying to achieve. And let me tell y'all something about my weekend right now. Can I talk about my weekend? Y'all saw the UFC event I hosted, right? Put some fire in the chat if y'all saw the UFC event that I hosted. Let me tell you about clarity and details. Let me tell you about the power of holding yourself accountable. I dreamed that I did that event. I'm going to show y'all so powerful, like something so powerful. I dreamed I did that event. I have never hosted an actual UFC event. I dreamed I did it. I woke up, I called my buddy who owns the pizza spot next to the venue we did the event at, and told him about my dream and asked him, do he know if this is even possible? I know it's the last minute. Either way it go, I'm coming there. Either way it go, I'm coming there tonight to just watch the fight. But I think this will be something we can incorporate that would literally take the energy to a whole nother level. This was like 5:36 in the morning. The guy said, well, you know, I'm on the pizza spot. I don't even have authority to give you a yes or a no right now. But I tell you what I did. I just forwarded your voicemail of you telling me about your dream to the owner and the manager on site. And I'll just let you know what they said. So what I pitched to him, I said, let's create a fun, family-friendly competition between our customers and let them choose red corner, blue corner, what round they think the fighter is going to get knocked out, submitted, or will it be a decision? And then if they lose, the penalties will be they either take a shot, drink a glass of water, or they're going to have to do push-ups. And let me tell you, it was extremely successful. It was extremely successful. But let me tell you about the day, though. This happened at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning when I pitched it. The guy said he was going to get back to me. I was sitting in my house, and I said, you know what? I got to run some errands. Let me just go by Office Max and let me print out all of the documents that I'm going to need because I'm going there anyway. I have not heard back from the people. But what I said to myself, I said, I better have these documents and not need them than need these documents and not have them. So 4:15, I'm in Office Max printing out everything with no acknowledgement that this is even going to go down. I've already told the waitress that basically, because I teach there on Tuesday, so the waitress that basically helps me on Tuesday, I already told her like, yo, I just had a dream that you're going to make a shitload of money tonight. We got an actual fight trivia tonight, and I think you're going to be, I just make sure you're in that back section where I'm going to be at. And so she was like, yo, that's it. Okay, bet. When I paid for the things at Office Max, it was $420. When I walked out of Office Max, because I ended up turning back around and buying a Snickers, I walked out at $423. At $423 on the dot, they messaged me. Imagine they messaged me at $423 after spending the money on the document. You know what? We apologize for the late response. We will love for this actual concept to be displayed tonight if you're still interested in it. I know you asked early this morning, so I hope it's not too late. But even though if not, we will still love to have you come. We will reserve a table for you. And then the next time we will try to do this. I literally just texted him back, said, bro, I just printed off the documents. He said, can you be there at 6:15? I said, bro, I'm already dressed. I'm already ready. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. We packed the house out. The owner comes to me in the middle of the actual fight, and he says, I've never seen this energy in here. And I know it's because of you. And I have no clue who you are. Imagine the owner have no clue who I am. He don't know I bring that 888 energy. He said, man, this is unbelievable. I can't believe you got people in here doing push-ups. I said, bro, I make motherfuckers do push-ups on Zooms. I make motherfuckers give me push-ups on live stream. Y'all should be tapping that screen over here on TikTok. Y'all should be clicking the thumbs up on YouTube because this shows you that there's so much power right here. There's so much power right here. I manifested and I walked in my dream on Saturday night. Do you understand how powerful that is? I couldn't even go to sleep after the event because it was something that was miraculous and it was created. I put action into it. It was a success. I had a videographer. I had a pod. We had everything. It was everything. Imagine in my dream, I had a camera guy following around. Everything. The camera guy that came, he didn't even know if he was going to be able to come because he was supposed to pick his daughter up. And imagine that got canceled. So he was like, bro, my ex just called me. They're not going to be able to meet. We're going to meet tomorrow. So, bro, if you still want to do the UFC event tonight, I would love to just come and hang out with you. I said, bro, bring your gear. Get there by 6:15. They just approved the concept. He said, what concept? I said, oh, let me send it to you. I haven't sent it to you yet. Do you understand how God works? Do you understand how God works, man? He will consistently put you at the right place around the right people at the right time. And I'm in the midst of a storm right now. I'm in the midst of a retail storm where everything I've been building for the last 20 plus years is crumbling in my face right now. And God is telling me, I tore that down because if I didn't tear it down, you wouldn't have went over there. Ooh. Do you understand? He said, I have to tear it down because if I don't tear it down, you're going to slave yourself over there. You're not going to find energy to do other things because of the responsibilities that you're. That being said, if you're consistently taking your money that you're working your ass off for, investing it into funded challenges that you're not mentally prepared for, you're not emotionally stable for, you're not spiritually validated for it yet, there's the answer to why you're not passing it. There's the answer why you're not succeeding at it. Let me tell you also another thing that helps when you focus on your own capital. It helps you build the psychology of a professional. I remember as a basketball player, I'll even leave basketball. Let's just talk about fighting. I remember when I went from being an amateur to a professional, it is a major difference in the mindset when they tell you, yo, bro, you're going to be fighting with shin pads and a headgear and 12-ounce gloves. As you go to professional, you take off the shin pads, you take off the headgear, and then your gloves go down to 8 ounces. So you mean to tell me from an amateur to a professional, the risk gets intense. So guess what's going to have to happen from an amateur to a professional? While you're being an amateur, you have to condition your body for impact. Because as an amateur, you're not going to get used to getting hit flush because you have protective gear on. You're not going to be used to your shins banging other shins because you have protective gear on. So there's a reason why conditioning, strength and conditioning is a major role in a fighter's preparation to go into battle. What makes you think there's no strength and conditioning for day traders? I feel like I need a congregation right now. I feel like I need a congregation right now. What makes you think there's no strength and conditioning for day traders? So watch this. When you grow the mindset of a funded trader before you get funded, you understand that? When you grow a mindset of a funded trader before you get funded, it allows you to focus on the small things because you start detaching yourself from the money. And when you start focusing on the process and not the profits, this is when you grow. When you start journaling every trade, it allows you to understand that your losses were your lessons. And if you are an individual who understands how to succeed in giving yourself lessons versus going through toxic relationships, I learned my lesson. Versus doing toxic shit in the street, I learned my lesson. Versus talking shit to the wrong individual and getting your head knocked off, you learn your lesson. You learn your lesson real quick. Fellas, you learn your lesson real quick when you ain't got no control of that zipper and you start losing shit. You know how much I done lost because I had no control of my zipper? My wife is in this chat. Do you know how much I've lost? She's been my best friend for 10 years. She's seen me lose everything fucking twice. Telling you straight. She seen me lose everything twice, all because I had no control of my zipper. She was just my friend living across the street from me. And now we got 2 daughters together. I'm telling you straight up. So when you start understanding lessons and learning from those lessons because they were basic mistakes, you start truly understanding to really, truly understand how you win. Because when you study losses, and then you study your wins, now you start understanding I need to repeat that cycle, which brings in discipline, which brings in consistency, which brings in a routine, which brings in results. And if you bring in results, you copy paste them. you understand what I'm telling you? Do you understand what I'm telling you? When you start respecting the compounding versus just trying to blast off and pay your light bill in one trade, trying to pay your car payment in one trade, trying to pass the funded accountant in 3 days. Where's the lessons in that? Where's the understanding in that? Where's the consistency in that? Where's the discipline in that? I ain't gonna be on here long today. Y'all put some 8s in the chat if y'all loving what y'all hearing. Y'all put some 8s in the chat if y'all loving what y'all hearing. Do you guys understand what I just opened up this past weekend? Not only was the UFC doctor, like the UFC sports science doctor was there. There was 4 UFC Brazilian fighters there who tagged me on their story, who tagged the bar on their story. Now imagine just imagine when you start visualizing Dana White seeing that and going, yo, who was the guy hosting? Let's get him over here and host a real UFC event at Caesar's Palace, at the Venetian, at the Bellagio. It can compound what I'm trying to do, because that stuff doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time. It happens because I'm consistently putting my voice out there. And I just did a mindset last Monday on rebranding myself, and the voice is the product. Come on now. Let me say this about growing the small accounts. The way you treat your small account is the same way you'll treat your big one. And if you gamble with 50, you will blow 50K. The goal isn't to trade big, it's to trade right. Do you hear what I just said? The goal isn't to trade big. The goal is to trade right. And as long as you're trading right, you're going to understand your risk. You're going to understand the patience. You're going to understand the discipline. You're going to understand the consistency of journaling, understand the consistency of learning the lessons when you take the L's, studying your wins, and copy and pasting these things. You're going to start understanding entry price. You're going to start understanding exit price. You're going to understand the risk management that you're actually into the actual trade, because some of you guys lack the knowledge of what you're actually trying to succeed because you're consistently going for the money. You're only looking for the profits. You're not understanding the process. Tanya, that's the sauce. That's the sauce of sauces. That's the sauce of sauces. And when you start understanding that mentorship comes with it in, you can go and seek leadership. You can go seek companionship. You can go seek out so many different things. But mentoring, you are your own mentor. This is why me and Alex always say, I'm your mentor's mentor. I'm your favorite's favorite. I'm your favorite influencer's influencer. Like, this is the truth. I can even tell you, it was so funny. I remember, I think I was in the 8th grade. My girlfriend name was Shalonda Woods, and she cheated on me with a guy that fucking looked up to me. Do you fucking understand what I just said? I was in the 8th grade. I was with a chick, and I don't mean to put her name out there, but that bitch name was Shalonda Woods. That bitch cheated on me with a guy who looked up to me. Do you understand that shit? That's when I knew I was him. I said, oh, man, the hell with this motherfucker, man. This nigga look up to me, bro. This nigga own my shit at the boys club. This nigga all over my shit in the community. What the hell? What the hell, Lee? You know what I'm saying? Like, real spill. Real spill. And you're talking 14, 15 years old, 15, 16 years old. So what does that mean? That means we have something in us all. So when I'm saying that confidence back then, imagine transitioning all of that and saying, yo, let me respect the small so I understand the respect when I have plenty. Somewhere in that good book, it says, if you have no respect for the small, how do you expect me to bless you with plenty? It says it in the good book. Somebody find that scripture and find the verse about respecting the small so I can bless you with plenty. It's in the Bible somewhere. It's in the Bible somewhere. I guess the internet makes felons and criminals think that they are educators. Here's somebody named Kurt D691. Felons and criminals. Let me say, I have at one point 17 felonies. Criminal, never been a criminal. Never been a criminal. Killer, profession. But we talking about right now. Been educating for almost 5 years. Makes me an educator. Consistently show up more than anybody you would ever see online. And you show me one fucking felon that will jump on a live stream, show you how to find fish in the financial markets on a daily basis. Don't ask a dime for you. Give you mindsets to make sure that you understand how to have a better relationship with money. So therefore, when you are trying to attack generational wealth, generational change, you're understanding the lessons and the journey that you have to do on that. So for you to sit here and type that up like that's an insult, bro, you need to do better with your thumbs. And that just lets me know you've been putting your thumbs in probably asses, and that's why they doing stupid shit on the actual live stream. You know what I'm saying? You've been listening to that hip hop. I stick my thumb in her butt. That's why you typing shit. Yes. I don't care about your name. I'm just letting you know. You look stupid. You just look stupid. Just that simple. Because this mentality allowed me to pay and get all of that shit off my record. Ain't but like 3 of them on the record. Ain't nothing you can do about that. I have my own business. I have my own, do my own, grow my own. I'm well loved in the community, and everybody knows my past. We not hiding from the past. Because the minute you stop hiding from shit and be more transparent about shit, God opened doors for you. And when you start understanding that, you got to be the better version of yourself that deserve the blessing or to go through the doors of opportunities that are opening for you. Imagine me getting a yes from a dream that I had, but don't have the gift of the gab to entertain. Ooh. Oh no, yeah, exactly. He ain't got to be here, y'all. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You got keyboard warriors everywhere. See, that's what the internet did. The internet allowed weak men to approach women that they will never approach face to face. The internet allowed weak men to use their thumbs in their basements of their mom's homes or in their rooms or while they're sitting on the toilet. It allowed them to use their thumbs to say some shit that they wouldn't even think about saying physically to an individual's face. What does that mean to the mindset that I'm telling you? Because this individual lacks growing himself, mentoring himself, he jumps on a powerful mindset of me talking about why you should make your own money grow versus trying to purchase a funded account and just boom, just take 100,000 and make it grow when you ain't never grown $100, and say something about my past like it's like y'all don't know. I will say this to you, my friend. God bless you. I hope you do better with your thumbs, because for some odd reason you woke up and chose the opposite of the vibration of this whole live. And that in itself shows that your lack of consistency, your lack of discipline, your lack of emotional control, your lack of any and everything that comes with positivity. And it's 5:44 in the morning. Ew. I'm gonna give this guy one more comment, and then I'm gonna continue my mindset. He says, well, these fingers have an MD, an MBA, and helps thousands of patients. Because you have certifications from an indoctrination system doesn't make you a smart motherfucker. So it clearly you still ignorant. Because if you knew who you were talking to, you would put your thumbs in your fucking pocket. It's just that simple. And you would open your ears and you would listen. If you knew who you were talking to. Because if you have a MD and an MBA and all, you would understand that the internet is a crazy world and information is very easy to obtain. So when you get on here and start saying stupid shit, do you know how easy it is to track you? Since I'm a criminal, you know, and I'm a felon, do you know how easy it is to track you with that skill set? You know how easy to come over there with a cough and catch you in your white coat? Bro, understand who you're talking to. Oh yeah, let me go to the urgent care. Let me go see this motherfucker in the urgent care. All right, bro. Have a good day, man. I hope you keep servicing thousands of people. I hope you're a white coat that literally understands that, yo, you need to be helping people versus keeping people sick. I hope you're that individual. But if you're the same white coat that gets kickbacks from pharmaceuticals, then you're no different from the system, my friend. So I wish you the best. I wish you growth. I wish you a better mindset. All of that good shit. All of that good shit. But what I was telling you guys today, yeah, that's just a little verbal bitch slap. You know, sometimes you got to give the four fingers online. It's okay. It's okay. He'll be okay. Doctor, Dr. Deacon, or whoever the hell you are. But I want to let you guys know that, and I'm not shitting on funded accounts. Let me say this again. I'm not shitting on funded account. Understand the rules and regulations, the patience and the consistency of limits that comes with a funded account, that if you don't even have with your own money, you're not going to pass that account. So when you're coming over here with optimism and thinking like, oh, they passed it, they did it, I can do it. Doesn't work like that. You have to gain the actual skill sets, the characteristics, the patience, the discipline, the consistency. All of that comes into understanding growth. Because like I said, wealth is wisdom, not money. Wealth is wisdom, not money. Someone said, can you show me how to set a trade? Absolutely. Absolutely. I can show you that. Show up in my class. I teach every morning from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m., Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. When I'm in the city, you can show up to my lives at 4 a.m., also at 7 p.m. on the West Coast time frame at night, and you can get that sauce. Just that simple. I have a playlist in my actual YouTube with hundreds of videos of me executing live trades, trading live, managing trades, showing you risk management, showing you how to use a stop loss, showing you how to take profits, understanding zone from zone, understanding why you should not be taking trades in the middle and should be trading it from the overbought market to the oversold market. I teach you all of these things. The history and the resume is there. All you got to do is go get it. All you got to do is go get it. Most people don't understand that the internet has created instant gratification disease. Whereas people don't like to go read or sit down for an hour and watch something that is going to just, boom, propel their success. So people want it ASAP. People want, oh, I need you next to me. I need you to teach me. I don't learn that way. It's a digital industry. It's a digital industry. At some point, you're going to have to go digital, and you're going to have to get your ass on the computer. You're going to have to get your ass on the iPad, get your ass on a laptop, or you're going to have to strictly do it from your phone. And because most are particularly trading from their phone, this is a whole nother aspect of why you're not successful. And this is why it's important to get these tools that are needed to be successful. Because when you do so much other bullshit on your phone, it's hard to just lock in and be consistent, be disciplined, be hungry, and do all of the positive things that is needed to succeed just from your phone. Because while you're waiting for a trade, because you have toxicity and doom scrolling, you go doom scroll, you miss that trade. You activate a trade, the trade is just sitting idle and it's not moving like you want it to move, you get a text message, you start texting your homeboy or your homegirl with some irrelevant shit. That text message goes into a phone call. The phone call goes, let me go. I got to get my kids ready. You start getting your kids ready. And not only have you missed profits, the trade then pulled all the way up. And now you're back into a drawdown by the time you realize you're back into a trade. Lack of trade management, lack of understanding the risk, lack of understanding what was important. So you're just pressing the button. So I hope you guys got a clear understanding about this mindset. You guys got a clear understanding of how to flip your own. Take the energy and flipping your own. Yes, it's not easy. Yes, it's frustrating. Yes, it takes more time. But imagine when you finally get some capital. Imagine when that income tax check come in. I guarantee you start thinking different. Imagine when lump sum money come in. I guarantee you start thinking different. Now to put that $100 in there and put the $50 in there, bro, it's like, bro, I can flip the 50 to fucking 500. I just took 88 to 500. Wasn't easy, but it was consistent. I started understanding like, yo, what I miss when I have my big account is the respect of my first entry. You see, your first entry is so important because the first entry, it shows you whether you're wrong or right. And then are you willing to be emotionally content with the drawdown? Come on now. I'm telling y'all straight up. I'm telling you straight up. This is where the game is at. This is where the growth is at. This is what every trader is missing in their sauce of literally becoming a profitable, consistent, full-time trader. Once you become consistent and a full-time trader, trading your own money, then you go to the actual business formula of OPM. Other people's money. There's 3 ways of doing that. You have OPM, OPI, OPE. Do you guys understand what those 3 are? Put some fire in the chat if you understand what those 3 are. Because maybe you don't understand that. Maybe the MD or the MBA or MDA, whatever the fucking white coat doctor fucker is, maybe he understands that. You can use other people's money, OPM. That is the most common way of people trying to grow their business. Let me go borrow money from the bank. Let me go get some capital, other people's money. You have OPI, other people's ideas. Do you know why my team is one of the most successful teams? Because they take my ideas of the financial analysis and they put actions to it. You're making money off of the trading ideas that I'm giving you guys on a daily basis. OBG is handing you trading ideas. So a lot of you guys who don't know how to trade, you're only making money off of OPI. Other people's ideas. And then you have the most easiest way to make money, OPE. And this is something that I specialize in. And that is other people's energy. When you learn how to profit off of other people's energy while they profit, grow, self-develop, oh man, that's a game changer. Because in order to make money off of other people's energy, you got to pour into them. You have to shine light on them. It's like growing a flower. It's like planting the seed. So I love specializing and mastering the growth of understanding how to make money off of other people's energy. Amplifying other people's energy to the point where they go, man, I can make money off of other people's ideas. And when they start making money off of other people's ideas, they say, oh shit, now let me go get other people's money. Capitalize on somebody else's ideas and then capitalize on other people's energy. That's why I built the business. Because I'm not just some influencer on here trying to sell a product. I'm the product of the product. So when I come on here and I tell you, I can teach you how to do Forex. I can teach you how to do binary. I can teach you how to invest in stocks. I can teach you how to dollar cost average into crypto. I can teach you also how to trade crypto. I can teach you how to build a business. I can teach you how to recruit the people. I can teach you how to sell. I can teach you how to rebuttal. I can teach you how to negotiate. I can teach you how to stand there and be quiet and allow them to make them a first mistake. I can teach all of these things. I can teach you how to defend yourself. I can teach you how to shoot. I can teach you how to cut. I can teach you how to, survive. I'm not here to just tell you what to do. I'm here to show you how to do it so you can take this knowledge back into your home, and you ain't got to worry about throwing stats out on a live stream that don't give a damn, because don't nobody care that you're a doctor. People don't even trust doctors no more. You motherfuckers were exposed during COVID. So you saying you're a doctor, motherfuckers don't care about that. But when people start saying, yo, I'm the #1 digital educator in North America for the last 5 years, people take heed to that. Well, what are you educating? I educate people on having a better relationship with money. Not only do I educate them on having a better relationship with money, I show them how to do it, which allows them to go show their kids. I do it live. I do it online. I do it in events. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to go get my Dr. Fauci white coat, and then we go eye to eye, because I'm also in the holistic business. Don't forget, my shit is Mr. Holistic MD, nigga. Don't forget what my tag is on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you about the holistic side of the pharmaceutical world, which your ass is just on the wrong side of the ball game. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started. I guess felonies and criminals can be MDs too, nigga. I had to give it to him. It's 5:55. It's 5:55. I had to give it to him. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got me fucked up right now. Listen, guys, I love you guys. I love everybody that showed up. We got 13,000 likes over here on TikTok, so that's what matters. We got 13,000 likes and one disgruntled fanboy, lady boy in the audience. But TikTok, I really do appreciate you guys showing up. OBG, I really do appreciate you guys showing up. I really hope you guys take heed into what I just spoke to you guys today about taking advantage of understanding that you're in a community that is the #1 trading organization on the globe, with the #1 networking company on the globe, with a public trading company that is allowing us to be able to do what we do online without the FCC, the SEC regulations, and all of this crazy stuff. We have a community that is standing on a great foundation right here, right now. I'm starting my own Las Vegas Trading Academy right here that links up with everything else just to build a business on steroids. To put the business on steroids, to teach the lessons, to get the consistency, to get the actual results. And if we do that, now you start talking about a community. Now you start talking about global change. Now you start talking about so many different things. So y'all make sure y'all like, y'all make sure y'all share, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, y'all make sure y'all tag me, y'all make sure y'all take y'all photos, tag me on Instagram, tag me on Facebook, tag me on TikTok, tag me on Threads, tag me on any platform you are posting on. And if you're not posting, then you tripping. You tripping. I love y'all. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day. Deuces. We're going to go beat the body up. We're going to go beat the body up. I think it was a hell of a live stream. 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning, West Coast time, Vegas time. We out.